I'm Sarah and welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming my baby girl's 10-month update. I can't believe she's 10 months old. Lots has been happening this month. She's definitely had a leap in her development and she's learnt to do so many new things this month. My camera setup is a little bit strange this time because I'm wearing my glasses, so look, if I turn my head, all you can see is the ring light. So I'm trying to have to stay in this position, so if I look a little strange, that is why, because I'm trying to stay at this angle. So anyway, I don't want to keep you, let's get stuck in and find out what Maeve's been up to this month. So Maeve turned 10 months old on the 8th of March. I have absolutely no idea what she weighs. I'm so crap. Every time I sit down to film this, I'm like, shh, got to get her weight. But what I will do is weigh her tonight on our own scales and write that down in the accompanying blog post. I'm very sorry for my dog that is barking annoyingly in the background. He's driving me mad at the moment. Daily. So Maeve gets up at 6:30 every day. I bring her into our bed to breastfeed her and then she normally plays for a little bit. Rosalie normally gets up between 6:30 and 7 as well, so she'll come in, she watches the iPad on the bed, and Maeve will normally sit next to her in the bed. I put cushions all around so she can't fall off, or if I get a bit worried I bring her down and she plays on the floor with some toys. They do that while I clean my teeth and put my makeup on. It doesn't normally take too long, and get dressed. And then we all go into Rosalie's room. I get Rosalie dressed, clean her teeth and get her ready for the day. And then we all go downstairs to have breakfast. I usually keep Maeve in her pyjamas just in case she makes a mess, and also because it's a lot quicker if I don't have to get her dressed as well. After we've had breakfast, it's time to do the preschool run. We're normally rushing around at this point, getting things ready. I put Maeve in her coat and her hat and then sit her in the pram and off we go to preschool. Once we've dropped Rosalie off, we come home. Maeve is normally falling asleep in the pram at this point. I like to get her out and feed her because if I feed her, she'll sleep a lot longer. So I normally feed her as soon as we get back, about 9 o'clock. And then I will put her down for a nap about 9:30. She normally falls asleep on the boob at that feed, and then I will just transfer her to a cot upstairs, and then that gives me some time to get on and do things. Like right now I am filming this video. I also tidy up all the breakfast stuff because I've normally left that all downstairs. I normally have to wake Maeve up at 11:45 when it's time to go and pick up Rosalie, so I wake her up, put her in the pram, and then off we go for a walk to pick up Rosalie from preschool. Once we're home from preschool, that's normally about 12 o'clock now, we'll have lunch. Maeve has everything that Rosalie eats, so I'm not actually, loads of people will probably shout at me for this, but I don't actually buy her, I buy her a few baby snacks but not many. Like I don't buy her any organics, cheese puff things. I stopped buying those and she just has Wotsits if we're gonna have those. But normally she'll have a sandwich of some kind, normally cream cheese or peanut butter, and then she has some banana, sort of a soft fruit. Sometimes she'll have raspberries, occasionally a little biscuit. I do actually have those organics gingerbread things that I'm giving her at the moment, but she'll often have like a normal biscuit. I'll give her a little sippy cup of water. She's still drinking out of her Tommy Tippy sippy cup, and at the moment I've got some yogurts as well, so sometimes she has a yogurt or one of those little fruit pots. After lunch I get her all cleaned up. This is normally when I change her and get her dressed. I used to get Maeve dressed before we went to go and pick up Rosie from preschool, but lately I've been having to wake her up, so there isn't really time, so I've just been putting her coat on and taking her straight up to preschool in her pyjamas, and then I get her dressed after lunch. We then do whatever we have planned for the afternoon. This is probably Maeve's most awake time. We normally have some playtime. We'll get her toys out and play on the living room floor, or we'll play with Rosalie. Like, we are bound by what Rosalie wants to do most of the time, so I try and make them like baby friendly. Like if Rosalie wants to play craft, I'll like put Maeve in the high chair at the table and give her some things to play with. Otherwise, if we're playing with Rosalie's toys, most of them Maeve can play with too. Maeve will then normally go down for a nap around 3:30, and then she'll normally sleep until 5. I often have to wake her up for dinner. Sometimes I don't, sometimes she'll wake up before, but if not I go and wake her up, and then we all have dinner at around 5 p.m. Maeve eats whatever we're having for dinner, so I don't make her anything special anymore. We often have like quite simple meals, so we'll have like chicken, potato and veg, so she'll eat the potato and the veg and even the chicken. Actually she eats it all. If we're having like spaghetti bolognese, she'll eat that. What else do we have? Fajitas. We had fajitas last night. She wasn't a fan of those so much, so, but we give her like some wraps, some cheese and some peppers, and and the chicken. Sometimes I think it was a bit spicy for her, so what I might do is take some out before I put the spice in next time. Then it is bath and bedtime. Maeve and Rosalie are bathed together, so they'll have some playtime in the bath, and then I get her out and give her a cuddle, wash and dry her, and then get her dressed, and then put her in her pajamas, and then I will breastfeed her again on our bed before putting her in her cot for the night. She is normally a pretty good sleeper. She's teething at the moment, so I'm finding it quite hard to settle her, but once she's gone, that's normally her for the night. But she isn't falling asleep on the boob anymore, so it is taking a while for her to go to sleep. Even though she wasn't going to sleep on the boob, she was okay at going to sleep, but I think because she's in pain now and her teeth are hurting her, it's keeping her up. She's not able to fall asleep as easily. Her top 2 teeth are literally just there. She's got one bottom teeth that came through last week, 2 weeks ago, but the top 2 teeth are literally right there. You can see them, they're like busting through. So I don't know if they've actually broken yet, but you can basically see them. So yeah, we're waiting for those to break through, but I think that's what's upsetting her and causing her some discomfort. Playtime. Oh, Maeve's favourite toy. She's really liked playing. We've got a Happy Land like tree house that was Rosalie's, and she's really likes playing with that. I'm trying to see if I can try and like move it into Maeve's room without Rosalie getting upset, because she's really enjoying it. And it'd be nice to have something in her room that she really likes to play with. She also likes, like, we've got a VTech push along walker, and she likes playing with that. She's got loads of little toys really. She hasn't got any sort of big things. Bedtime. Maeve's bedtime is at 7 p.m. As I said, we're having some trouble settling her at the moment because she's not falling asleep on the boob like she once did. If I sit in here too long, she just wakes herself up and starts playing with things and like crawling around on the bed. I'm having to put her in her cot when she's still awake. This normally, before she just used to roll over and go to sleep, but I think because she's in pain and her teeth are causing her some discomfort, it's taken her a while to go off. I'm having to go up a few times before she finally drifts off to sleep. We are using teething granules and they seem to be helping. So she's been having sort of a dose of ibuprofen and some teething granules before bed, and that does seem to work. I try not to ever get Maeve back out of her cot once I put her down, so if she is crying, I just go back up, put her dummy back in, turn you and the sheet back on, and then leave her there. I normally only have to do that a few times before she falls asleep for the night. Feeding. Maeve is still breastfed, so as I was saying in my daily routine, I feed her when she gets up in the morning, 6:30, before her morning nap, before her afternoon nap, and in the evening before bed. So she has 4 breastfeeds a day. Obviously if we're going out, she doesn't necessarily have a structured nap in her cot, but I do usually feed her 1 point in the morning, 1 point in the afternoon, like if we're out and about. Sometimes she'll fall asleep, sometimes she won't. But if we're at home, she always goes down for a nap in her cot. I still feed on both sides at each feed, so she'll have one and then the other. I try and alternate which one I start with, but I'm not too precious about it now. This boob she definitely favours, so this one is a lot fuller than the other one. My right one is a lot fuller than my left one, but I don't know, we've just got used to that now. Keep trying to feed more on the left side first, but she doesn't last long on there, so there's definitely more milk in the right side. Maeve is being dressed in size 9 to 12 clothes. She's a funny shape. She's very, like, she's quite short, but she's quite chunky. Things fit her lengthwise, but they get stretched and they get short because they're fine in the arms and the legs. She's got quite little arms and legs. Yeah, some of the 9 to 12 trousers and things are just like way too big and like drown her. I prefer to put her in like rompers and things now. Well, like before I did as well, but now she's crawling. Yes, she's crawling. Dresses aren't really very good for that, so I tend to put her in like rompers or leggings and a top, because then she can move around freely. Maeve is in size 5 nappies. So milestones. Teeth. We have 2 teeth just about to come through. They haven't broken through yet, but they will definitely. They're like any day now, and they will definitely happen this month. So when that happens, she will have 3 teeth. As I said, at the moment she's got 1 tooth at the bottom, but the top 2 are both there. Crawling. She now crawls. On the 8th of March, she first started to crawl. There is a little video of it over on my Instagram, so if you want to go and check that out, I'll link my Instagram here. It's really cute. She's still quite slow with her walking, but to be honest, I just think that's her personality. She just plods along. There's no urgency about her. She just does her own thing in her own time. She definitely won't be rushed, whereas Rosalie is quite like, wants to do everything all the time. Everything, everywhere, all the time. She's quite intense, I would say. Maeve just is so chilled out. I don't know if that's just second babies or just her personality generally. But yeah, she won't be rushed. She does everything in her own time. She claps. She's been doing that for a while, but if you clap, she claps. What else does she do? Words. She doesn't really say that many words. I suppose we should concentrate on that a bit. She says mama, dada, baba. She doesn't call Rosie anything. Maybe we should start trying to teach her Rosie. She can hold a spoon and feed herself, but once she holds on to it, that's it. Like, she'll hold a spoon and put it into her mouth and eat off it, but then she won't give it back. So I have tried to not do that, but she does grab it off you when you try and feed her. Is that nice, Maeve? What are you eating today? Cream cheese on toast. Yummy.
Not peanut butter.
No, not peanut butter today. I just looked up what Rosalie was saying at this age, and she was basically doing the same, talking the same amount and just saying mama, dada and nana, so that's good. Kisses, she's learnt to kiss. If you go mwah to where she comes in with a big big wet sloppy kiss and kisses you right back. Walking, she walks. She hasn't learnt to walk yet, but if you hold her hand, she walks and she steps, and every night we walk from her room into the bathroom, and she loves doing that. She's got into a little routine of doing it now. She walks all around the living room if you hold her hands. Yeah, she'll go anywhere if you hold her hands. I'm trying to teach her to, she stands up on things, she'll stand up at the sofa, so I'm just trying to teach her to like cruise around the sofa, because I think that would be a good way to start. And she does walk if she has a little trolley to push along. And that's it really, that's it for Maeve's 10-month update. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how she's been doing this month and how far she's come on. This month I really feel like I'm losing my baby. Yeah, she's just, now she's walking and, well, now she's crawling and nearly walking and getting about. I can see her going, like, she just does, she seems like a different person now. It's quite sad really. I think because she still looks like a baby because she's got no hair and obviously not many teeth. I've been clinging on for as long as I could, but I really feel like she's turning into a little girl now. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what the next few months are gonna hold for us. I think there's big changes afoot in the next few months. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!